Hello? Can you guys see me? This is my first time doing a scheduled live, and I think I maybe did it. We had a moment where I couldn't get the orientation correct, but I think I did it. I think we're here. I think everything looks good. I'm a little bit concerned. I hope that you guys are gonna be able to see this, and that the lag isn't too crazy. Um, but yeah, hi. It's me, Priscilla, here at Release the Crafted, and we're doing another live. Hello, hello, hello. I thought it would be fun today to do just some like Randomera on the fly. One, just in case some people haven't seen this list, they'll be able to check it out and see it in action. And two, I didn't have a plan when I set up this live. I'm also genuinely interested in if you got the notification for this live because it was scheduled. Because I have heard that people get notified more when it's scheduled. So we're trying things out because people tell me all the time, like basically every week, that they don't get notifications for these. So here we are. We're trying it. We're gonna try it out and see what happens. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to join in so that I'm not just talking to the ether. So hello, people. Hi. And then we'll just start rolling the dice and seeing what we come up with, and we'll see how many we do. I don't know how many we'll do. Hi, Albert. Um, because I might only be able to accomplish one, or I might be able to accomplish several. It just depends on how like complicated I make it. I am determined to use this Moonchild paper pad more in depth because I am a constant hater and I don't really like it that much. So I'm going to make myself like it by using it because that worked last time when we made the little trifold banner tuck thingies using the Randomera chart. Um, so maybe I'll like it more the more we go. Um, so should we get rolling? Do you think? It's been 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Are we ready to roll and figure out what we're making today? Because I don't know. Um, yeah, let's do it. Let's go crazy. So we have a four. That's a four. So we can make a file folder, or a double tag, or a waterfall, or page tabs, or like a file folder page tabbed waterfall. The waterfall. I see a vote for waterfall. So yeah, I think we can do all of them. Not the double tag one. That one's for a different day. But we can do a waterfall file folder type situation. So yeah, I'm gonna put this back in the bag so I don't lose it because I'll be very sad if I lose my D20. And let's just get cracking. So how's everybody doing? Did you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing day? I had a interesting day where I didn't really accomplish much, but I felt some things. So that's a thing. Gonna do a spider check on our dropper. Hello, Candle Smoke Cottage. What's your first name? I'm sorry. I see you everywhere, and I feel like I maybe know what your name is, but I'm not 100% certain. So just to confirm, Candle Smoke. What is your name, please? So get this out of the way. Let's get cracking. Ooh. This would just be fun to, like, decorate with. So let's grab this one. Yes, spider check is essential. I don't know, maybe you haven't heard this story, but count it, I went to go pick up this chopper to chop some stuff, and was having a great time being completely unbothered, and a spider crawled out of the little spaces in here. So now I tap it just to, save myself the trauma. Maybe this one. Celine. I'm gonna need you to give me a pronunciation on that. I am not the best at words. Words are really hard, but I will do my best. Wait, I need this. I don't know why I'm putting it away. Okay, so I'm going to make a waterfall, and I'm going to do this from memory. So we need one long strip. That's for sure. And maybe we'll do this guy. Because yes, things I said. So first we need to get this little tab part off. And then these are at 8 1/4. Keelan. Yes. Cullen? Oh man. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna freeball it. Wow, I'm really trying my bestest though. So let's go 4 inches. Could have done 4 1/8 and then I would have had a perfect half. So this will be our base. And then we're gonna need some cuts. I probably should have grabbed another one that has a plainer background. Cullen? Ugh. Yeah, this galaxy background is cool. It's all fine. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have you send me like a voice note or something on Insta, and I'll get it. And then I'll never forget it, I promise. And then at 4 inches. This would also be a very good page for decorations. Okay, and we need one more. It's been a minute since I made a waterfall. And of course we're going to make like a flippy waterfall, not just like a stacked waterfall. Of course. So, we have our base piece, and we have our cards. These will look nice. And, let's see, it's 11 3/4. Half. So let's do 3 1/2. We rolled a 4 and we got file folder, waterfall, page tab, and double tag. And I decided to go with, well, the vote was for waterfall. I also decided waterfall. And we're going to make it file folder-esque, so the page tab requirement will also be there as well. Did I say 3 1/2? 3 1/2. So I don't know how many of these we're going to get done, like how many bits of ephemera we're going to make, but we're going to make some stuff and see. This might be more complicated than I anticipated, but you know, stuff and things and stuff. We're going to get through it and make some fun Randomera. This is on my blog, this list. I don't know if I said that. I forgot. So if you would like to print out your own Randomera and roll for ephemera, it's up there. And you don't even have to roll. It's just a great list to have if you need ideas on, like, ephemera to make. Do I need to put anything else? I don't think so. Oh my gosh, so I recorded a craft with me for Patreon today, and it was just so chaotic because it was so loud outside. It's just like all these people doing yard work and all sorts of stuff like that, so I got like really overstimulated trying to do it, and I finished it, but I still got to the end and was just like, oh my god, I'm so exhausted, and I still feel that way. But I managed to rest a little bit because I knew I was going live and I didn't want to be like totally wiped by the time I got here. But it was just a little bonkers for a little bit here. So let's see. Oh, I am going to need to cut something else. Oh, we'll come back to that. So our card, our thing is at 3.5, right? That's what I said. It's 3.5 high. And then probably going to do a couple 1/4 inches. 1/4 inch might be too narrow. Maybe 3/8, just to give us some space. So, how many cards did I cut? Because I essentially want this to sit here. And then, like, you know, stack in. Not necessarily in this order, but in this way. 1, 2, 3. There's probably a more, like, efficient way to do this, like a measure-y way. Maybe with some mathematics involved. I don't know. So, this would be essentially our top. It feels off. Yeah, I need one more because this isn't going to sit exactly on top of that. Hold on. Brain. Is that right? Oh, so this is what's going to take the longest. Because it's been so long since I've made one of these. So this is going to sit on the first one. So yeah, we'll have actually this much space. So we're going to score it right here at 6. Okay, and then we're just going to count down. So 1, 2, 3, score. 1, 2, 3, score. Hating my choice of paper now because it's hard to see. Wait. Here. There. 3, 2, 3. But, I don't know. I hope that you guys had a good day, though. And are you crafting? Are you working on anything? 2, 3. One, 2, 3. How many? I can't see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? Or was I just off? Did I just put myself off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? We're just gonna make it work. Yeah? I feel like I got a little bit high on here. But that's okay. We're gonna make it work. Crocheting placemats for a friend. That's fun. I like that you crochet. I wish I was that clever. Ugh, I need to score these. Just watching attentively at the moment. Though before I was trying hand embossing, I don't have a machine. Oh, how did that go? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's not 1, 2, 3. That is. That's not. Stop counting the first one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this gets so like self-conscious when I'm doing these, especially these like paper crafty ones, because then you guys can see exactly what kind of crafting gremlin I am, and you're hearing everything that I don't put onto like my videos, because most of them are sped up. So 1, 2, 3. You don't hear me arguing with myself about all of my shortcomings. 1, 2, 3. That's not it. There we go. Oh, hey, Bex. Came in on 1, 2, 3 score, 1, 2, 3 score, and thought, what sport is she playing? You know, just the most adventurous one. Scoring. Not bad, bit hard on the hands. Not sure how a thick card. I could try it on yet, though. I bet that's very difficult. I totally love it. Welcome to my live. I think this is the first time I've seen you in one, so welcome, welcome. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is, if you don't argue with yourself, you're not crafting. That's true. That's very true. Get our score guys scored properly. So for you guys who are just joining us, we are doing a Randomera makes today. I'm going to try to see if I can do at least 2 while we're on this live. I doubt it. You guys know how fast I am at this. But I'm going to do my best to not overcomplicate things, and we'll see if we can roll some fun ephemera into existence. But we got a Waterfall file folder situation going on here, so that's what we're doing. And now that I'm thinking about it, I could have made little tiny file folders for each of these flips. It would have been very chunky. So we're going for the vibe of file folder, though, because I don't want it to be chunky. I'm just going to make sure that we got these really well scored, because this is the part that's doing the moving, and I want it to be, like, smooth. Alright. Get the ready. Come back to this part. The reason I scored these is so that I could cut little file folders into them. Part of me wants to use my envelope punch. Just the punchy part. Is it accessible? Let's see. Where is it? It is not in its designated place. Okay, yeah, so we're moving on from that idea, because it's not where it's supposed to be, and I don't have time to look. It probably just fell behind the desk. Ooh, getting crazy here. Thank you, Bex. I appreciate it. So, we're just going to go old style and freehand some tabs in here so that we get the file folder vibe. Bye. The gremlins are absolutely using it. That's 100% true. And so we begin the tedious task of making this look like little page tabs. Is it perfect? No. Are we just not going to stare at it too long? Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to not stare too long. This is fun to watch. I've been working on old UFOs, unfinished objects, mostly scrapbooks. I'm impressed. I have a pile of UFOs right now that need tending to, and I'm pretending they don't exist. So, good on you. I endeavor one day to be more like you, Cheryl. So we have 2. we're cooking with Crisco now, guys. Making sure that we're alternating. I feel like they have been taunting me. I can't take it anymore. Yeah, see, that's why I put all of my UFOs underneath a desk, like, behind me, so I don't have to look at them. They can't call me out if I can't see them. I'm the crafter that seems to find the most difficult way to do a paper project before I find the efficient way. Welcome to the club. Because, same. Literally same. Hence why we are here. Watching me cut page tabs into my full file folder. Little bits. I almost cut this off completely. So this one just has a tiny one. Because I got a little overzealous. So we'll put that up top. Let's go this way. Yeah, this is why I don't do a lot of tutorials, because I have to figure out how to do it the hardest way first. And then usually, while I'm mid doing it, I'm like, oh, well, that's silly. You could have done it this way, and it would have been so much easier. And then by then I've already told everybody to do it the wrong way, so, you know. Then I have to be like, okay, don't do it this way, because this way was ridiculous. Please don't be crafting along with me as I am showing you how to do things, because inevitably I will figure out the better way as we go. But if you're not making mistakes, are you even learning? Boop. Ba-doop, boop. Alright. So, now, we glue. Your brain's light bulb comes on mid-project. Yeah, I feel that. That's relatable. So, I will tell you guys, you do not want to, like, glue your thing right up against the fold. You want to come down a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Because you stick it right up against the fold, it will not roll over. And then I need to refill this bottle. I have another bottle of glue that has a broken, like, spout tip. So it's been waiting in the wings to be transferred to a bottle with a working tip. But this one needs to be refilled for sure for soon. The thing is, I find is I don't remember the next time either. Honestly, yeah, I feel that too. That is a hard relate because, yeah. Especially for stuff that, like, it's been a minute since I've done it. I just, whatever lessons I learned the first time, I have to relearn them the second time because apparently you cannot teach an old dog new tricks even if she taught herself the trick in the first place. It is nice paper. I have my own personal beefs with it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it is nice. The non-chaotic side is really nice to look at. I just sort of resent paper pads that are predominantly cut-aparts when I'm paying for full sheets of stuff. And then I resent myself for not reading the measurements on things before I buy them, because I wouldn't have bought this paper pad because it's 8 1/4 by 11 3/4, which is not 8 1/2 by 11 1/2. So it's not even a standard size of paper. It's unnecessarily a 1/4 inch shorter on one side and unnecessarily a 1/4 inch shorter on the other side. But I prefer only getting 12 by 12s because I like having the most control over like the paper that I'm using. If that's sensible. So I don't even like getting like 6 by 6 pads or 8 by 8s because like it makes me irrationally angry not to have like the full like scope of paper that I can utilize. Because like what if I want to make a full page, or what if I want to make like a giant envelope? I can't because I'm stuck in 8 1/4 by 11 3/4 land, and that's not the size that I begin with for everything else, I guess, in my set, which is just a weird, like, crazy idiosyncrasy that I have for paper with no reason. No rhyme or reason. Yeah, I don't know. It seems more geared towards card makers, honestly, Bex. It is a really weird size. But yeah, I think it's more for card makers than it is for us. Okay. Trying to use my memories. That's perfect. So, we need to make a little belly band. And then I think I'm going to have to cut off this little bottom part so we can make a little pull tab. Or push tab, I guess. Or this is the pull tab. This side is the pull tab side. Okay, yes. So I have to cut off this little bottom part a bit because I overestimated how much I needed on the bottom. So that we can stick our little pull tab on the bottom of here and we can pull. It's not metric. It definitely came in this 8.27 by 11.69, 21 centimeters by 29.7 centimeters. 0.7 centimeters. So it's not even a nice round number. Honestly, I don't know. It's bonkers. Primo is doing some wild stuff in their paper crafty days. So, what do I need? I need my chopper. A4. Metric. Okay, so, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Now that I'm looking at the giant A4 sitting here on the page. Yes, there we go. Good catch. Yep, you're right. That is 100% metric. Okay, so I just need these. Like how selective my vision is, where I just did not acknowledge that that even existed. And now we need the big chopper. So you can cut a little strip of this out. Doesn't have to be particularly large. But I would like it to be even. Stupid figures even in cams, or even in CMS. In centimeters, yes. Alright. And now, we belly band. And I can tell you right now that you're going to want this to be snug, but not so snug that, like, nothing escapes your notice. We're going to use this helpful line to keep it all lined up. I'm going to snug up one side. And then on this side, I am not going to snug it up. I'm just going to fold it over in what I hope is even. And if it's too loose, I can always go back and, like, fold it again. It's not a big deal. So this is going to go in here. Come way down there. Actually, it can stay right there. It doesn't really matter. Well, it matters a little bit. Okay. The action is the actioning. So what we're going to do, this is really important, is we're going to glue this to this and then wrap it around and glue the paper to itself, not the back to the back. So we are only putting glue on the front and on the very ends here. Because I want it to come down. You want to glue it while it's down, just to make sure you get everything in the right place. And then we're going to glue the strip to itself and nothing else. And then if you were to glue this into your journal, the only part of this you're going to glue down is the strip. So remember that if you were making this at some point in the future. Only the strip gets glued to the paper. So if you're worried about like stability, you might want to make a larger strip. But this will hold for what you need it to do. And then you will be able to pull this and go. So let's make a little pull tab out of some of our fun little cut apart dudes. Let's see what we can come up with. So we got those. We got these. I wonder if just this little Milky Way guy will work. If not, I'll cut out a bigger guy. I'm gonna need to go back and watch the very beginning of this and try. Oh, absolutely. This is fun stuff, but yeah. You're gonna want to see all the steps. Yeah, that'll work. And if you try it, let me know. Tag me so I can see. Because that is my favorite thing. I love these kinds of elements to add to a journal, but they are challenging. Well, I hope this demystified it for you a little bit, because this is actually probably one of the easier moving type elements. Because even though it's got a lot of moving parts, it's not particularly complex to make. You just have to remember to not glue the band down. Like that's essentially what you have to remember. And there we have our little waterfall, and you could put like a piece of paper here so they could journal on it, a little secret journal spot. And you could even go back and like add little bits of paper. Well, maybe not to this one because it's the last one, but little like squares so they could journal on that too. And then just decorate up the front, which is what we're gonna do really quick because I'm not trying to think about this too much. I think it's only been 33 minutes, so we have time to roll for another one. And hopefully that one won't be crazy either. Cut a couple of these out. Why can I not cut a straight line? I don't know. Love it. You have to. You absolutely do. I hope that you do give it a go. I just stabbed myself with my scissors. So practice safety. Gwen's not here to supervise me, so I'm just gonna say that if I had my safety supervisor here, this would never have happened. Oh my gosh, I did that in a beading video too not too long ago, where my hand slipped and the pliers like grazed my fingers, and I still have the little scar. And I tried to like just keep going, like I didn't just make this huge error. And yeah, no, it didn't work. I had to stop and get bandages because I have very thin skin. I have paper thin skin. So I knew when it happened that I wasn't walking away unscathed. My typing is bad, by the way, so please excuse... Oh, I'm honestly not even clocking them. Don't even worry, you're fine. Typos are no big deal. We all know that words are really hard. wonder if these are going to be too tall. But they're so cool. I do love these posters a lot. They're giving, like, those little, like, national parks posters. And I really wish that they made them with, like, cryptids. That would be so cool. Hey, Colleen! How are you? Yeah, Gwen did not save the day. She's gonna watch this back and be like, what the heck? But I have dubbed her my official safety supervisor, so I can't be held responsible for the accidents that happen without her. I hope you do. I guess the good thing about having these papers with, like, lots of little cutout parts is that it does make it very easy when it comes to decorating, but, like, it makes me very sad when it comes to, like, having pages that are usable. I don't know. Like, again, I'm just, difficult to please when it comes to paper. I like what I like. So, I'm gonna pop her up there. I'll probably have to come back and add some, like, words or something to this. But just so you guys get an idea of what these look like when they're decorated a bit. And you could totally put, like, little pockets and tuck spots and stuff on these, too. I would just say this is a very bulky piece of ephemera. So, like, keep that in mind as you were adding stuff, because when you start adding pockets and things, it gets chunkier and chunkier as time goes by. It's so fun, though. Let's do... I don't know, what goes good here? I think the purple stands out. Should I tuck something behind here? No, I don't think so. I think just the one aside works, and then I can go back and add a little word snippet here and there. Or a sticker or something once I get out of this live. Because I do want to do one more piece while we're here. So we're being quick, like lightning. I don't know why I'm putting them all left, right, left. There is a whole middle I could absolutely be using. There is glue on my fingers and it's my least favorite feeling. And... oh, kind of like this. Maybe I'll make this one a little pocket. I didn't even see it. You were so fast. Honestly, this is not fast. But I am going faster than I think I usually do. So maybe this is just fast for the moment. And then this could be like a little pocket. I'm going to unintentionally glue this in, but it'll work. Da, 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 da. Explore the moon lake. See how I said we could do it in the center, and then I just went back to doing left and right? And I guess I could put this here. I don't think it needs this. It's already really busy down there, so let's call it finito for now until I come back and add some stickers and judge it up. But there's our little waterfall. How fun is that? I think it'd be fun to, like, come through with some stamps and, like, stamp in some numbers or something, so it has more of a file folder-y effect. Ugh, glue off my fingers. Let's roll again, yeah? Ta-da! Randomera list, activate. Alright, place your bets. Decide what you think it's going to be. Pick what you want. Let's see if the dice are in your favor. We got 10. So 10 gives us the option of a trifold banner, which I have done, a gilded card, an over-the-page element, or hole reinforcers, which I'd have to go look for. Honestly, we're not even going to acknowledge that one right now. So, an over-the-page element and a gilded card. Let's see. I'm going to put it together with something else. With an 11, which is a paper bag, gift bag, an acetate card, a writing board, bead dangles, or a shaker. Over the page element. Like an over the page bag? Or an over the page... An over the page shaker. The problem with it being an over the page thing is that it's attached. So let's do a gilded card shaker. That's the idea. We're gonna gild it and we're gonna make it shake. And we're gonna go as fast as possible. Over the page element shaker. So now you guys are making me think. How would I make it? I mean, if it's over the page, it has to be stuck to the page to shake. You know what I mean? So like, this is my page, and this is my thing. It's over the page. Just gotta shake it on the page. This is a cool piece of paper. We're gonna use that. What is a patuckle? It is a April invention. It's a Pink Oddbird invention, where she made a pocket envelope by folding up paper in like that origami style where you make like a paper cup. When you like press it, it's like a cup that you can drink out of, and you just toss it out when you're done. But if you leave it flat, it has like tuck spots, and then you open it with like a flap, and it has like a little envelope. So I would check out April Pink Oddbird's channel. She has a video from ages ago on how to make it, but that's what a patuckalope is. I love it. I've made them, but never thought to give it a file folder tab. Great idea. Thank you. It was not my idea. It was the Randomera's idea. We're definitely going to make it shake. But how? Do we make it a card? Or do we... You know what? Let's just go for it. We're going to make it an over-the-page element. Contest safety first this project. Okay, so this project, I cannot injure myself on. Because the safety inspector has spoken. So, I need to grab a glitter. Hold on. Ooh. Something touched my leg. It was probably a piece of glitter. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, I have like some cherry blossoms. Like little petals. I'm specifically looking for the stars I have. But if I can't find them, we'll just grab whatever. I have a lot of that, like, super thin, like holographic-y, I don't know what you call this, craft room herpes, for sure, because it gets everywhere, but it's really pretty. It's like color shifting. But I'm going to tell you right now, it is horrible for shakers. Great for resin projects, though. A window shaker. Window. Like, actually make a window? I want this to be the background, because that's really cool. Yes, actually make a window. Okay. That I can do. In fact, I have a piece of scrap that I can actually cannibalize for this. We're going to take this frame. Because this is now a gilded card. That is the option we chose. It is a gilded card shaker. Yes. Let me think. We've got our cool galaxy. We've got our window frame here. We do sort of need something to be the focus. Ooh. Do I have my sticky notes? I have moon sticky notes somewhere in this space. So hold on. I don't know if I'll find it. Aha, I found it. I have ideas. I'm also going to use one of these paper dolls that Lori sent me. This will not be an official paper doll brawl, but I have a vision. And it requires a person. This person. The amount of time I spend gremlin laughing while crafting is a little bit concerning. What's column 1, 5 down? Well, hi, Jackie. What is column 1, 5 down? It's a Potecolope. So, you're not the first person to ask this tonight. That is a creation by April at Pink Oddbird. It is essentially an origami paper cup that when you leave it flat, serves as a pocket sort of tuck spot and envelope. And April has a full tutorial on her channel on how to make it. Okay, so we need to cut this to the size. And then, do I have some scraps of chipboard here, or do I need to obtain chipboard? All right, Bex, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for stopping in. Catch the replay so you can tell Gwen whether or not I hurt myself. So, what am I looking for? What did I just say? I said chipboard, right? Those were the words I said. don't see any chipboard. So we're going to use some of this old raggedy envelope. It's actually a giant envelope. Because we need some stuff to create like a little wall, like a gusset. Oh, put this away before you lose it. So that our shaker stuff can move. Eh. Okay. Then for no rhyme or reason here, I'm honestly just attacking this in a very random way because it's Randomera and I don't want to think too much about it. We're going to glue this together so that we have a nice sturdy little wall here. But yeah, this is a really good challenge, you guys. If you want to try this, like I said, you don't need dice to play the game. It's just fun to have the dice to make it more randomized. You can also use a random number generator if you don't have a dice and want to randomly generate some options. But if you're like stuck creatively and you don't really know what to make next, like this is a really great way to get out of the box. And I even have, like way back on my blog, I have the unstuck or like unstick your art challenge, which is basically just a bunch of like prompts that you put in a cup and you draw them out. So there's like an idea with a like whatchamacallit, like a challenge to go with it. And it's just a way to like get you thinking creatively outside of the box. And help you get unstuck, because I think a lot of us get like art block, or we get stuck in places, we get burnout, and it's nice to have some tools that you can use to sort of work your way out of that rut. And I think that's what like is one of the really fun things about Randomera, is that you can sort of help yourself get out of an art block or get out of your own way and be a little creative. And also, I will tell you, it's a really good challenge of the brain, because trying to think of interesting ways to combine these things is challenging and fun. And if you're ever stuck, you can always message me. I would love to help you workshop whatever you're stuck on. I think that should be plenty. If not, we have some more on standby. And then everything in its place. Where's my guy? Okay, there he is. I don't want to lose him. And then a little bit of acetate. Let's see. What is people saying? That's what I asked about. She said it was a creation from Pink Oddbird. I sure did. Yes, I find those challenges really helpful for when I'm blocked. Yeah, sure, me too. I always like taking on a new challenge. Particularly when I'm stuck and don't know where to go or what to do with things. Stop touching me. For me, it's a good way to learn the techniques too. 100%, yeah. And I think, especially if you've been doing a craft for a very long time, you kind of get into this like mindset where like you've done it all, so you know all the things, and then you're like looking for ways. Sorry, this is so loud. You're looking for ways to sort of challenge yourself and expand yourself creatively, and then you sort of forget, these things that you might have considered to be really basic, but they are not. They are anything but basic. And sort of coming back to them and trying out the stuff that seems fairly easy, but isn't, is a good way to sort of like re-get in touch with yourself as an artist and creative, and like a good way to maybe mix it up a little bit. And don't worry, we're going to add some glue to this, but for the sake of time, to get this acetate stuck down, we're using tape. Yeah, there's definitely things like I don't think about making very often. So having the list just in general is really good, just to be able to like see what I have made and like what I can make. Because sometimes I'll just be sitting here thinking about like what ephemera I can make to like make a book more interesting, and I'm like, oh, you can't just keep making tags and envelopes. You have to do something different. So like being able to look up and just sort of see, oh yeah, I can make like Rolodex cards, or I can make tea cards, or I can make like a collage with washi tape or something. You know, like it's a good jumping off point. And then if I'm like really stuck, I can roll the dice and get a little crazy with it and see what we come up with. And then I do like that it has a couple extra lines on the digital, so that that was the most crooked anyone has ever applied anything. It does not matter as long as all the edges are down. It's down. But you know, like totally distracted myself there entirely. So I could add extra stuff to it as I go along too. So as I expand my skill set, I can continue to add to the list and watch it grow. And then, like in the case of some things, like the Specimarks was one of these roll for ephemera type creations, so it became something I now regularly return to because I invented it using this little system. So that's another thing too, is that you can come up with some brand new stuff. Stop it. All right. So, what we need to do is now cut out this window in here, which I probably should have done before I stuck the acetate down so I could just trace it out. But what did I say about making mistakes and then working your way backwards? It's only because I want this to have a purple border. That's why. So, thank you, Turtley Love It. Thanks for hanging in there. It is 2 3/4 by 4 and almost 3/4. 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. And it's actually okay if I make it a little bit bigger because the frame will cover it up. So making sure that I'm marking in my 5. I said 2 3/4. 2 3/4. So we're just going to cut that to 3. I'm going to make sure it's even. It's very hard on this wobbly craft mat to make these things even. We're gonna do our best. Eh. Try this again. There we go. All right. So what do you guys think? This is unnecessary. Gwen told me to be safe. So I am being the safest. I only made a shaker card once, I think. I didn't have much success as most things got stuck to the tape. I didn't use glue. You know, honestly, I had always seen people making shaker cards with tape. So for the longest time, that's how I was doing it. And then I would get really frustrated because I had the same problem where, like, it would just get stuck. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. That's not what I want. I have to erase my pencil lines. And so I started using glue, and then a little bit after I started switching it up to glue and being like, oh, look at that. It's not sticking to the tape on the edges. I started to see more people be like, oh yeah, I never use tape. I always use glue for shakers. And I was like, you lie. Well, they weren't lying, but like, I felt like the universe had lied to me to get me to this point. But yeah, that's the whole story. But yeah, after that I stopped using tape. Alright, so we're gonna stick our frame down to our base here. This glue works on acetate, so I am not worried about any slippage here. Yep, definitely not just you, so do not feel bad. Because it was not only you making this error and struggling. But yeah, it is really disheartening to see all your glitter like stuck to the sides when you're trying to shake it around. For sure. Alright. So there is our reverse engineered frame that I should have just traced before I stuck the acetate down, but you live and you learn. So we have our window, which does not have cross beams, and we're not going to address those while we're here. So we have this. And what we need to do is stick our little gussets down. Don't know why I put this lid back on like I was done. And this will hold the glue, like hold the glitter in place, but it'll also keep it from getting stuck. Because sometimes if the paper's too tight, it just doesn't shake nicely. So it's nice to have that little gap. Oh, that's nice. So that, yeah, so that there's some movement. And this glitter is a little bit thick. This star glitter. So I think we're going to double up on these. Just to, like, really ensure that we get the freedom of movement that we want. Because I think the second saddest thing, next to seeing, like, oh, gluey fingers touching acetate. Next to seeing like all of your like glitter stuck to the corners of your project because of the sticky tape, is making a shaker and then realizing it does not shake because it's too tight. I have nothing to talk about. Focused and concentrating. If you guys aren't on my Patreon and you like hearing me jabber, I do it professionally there. Just kidding. But I do talk a lot, and I did do a craft with me today where I went into like great detail on some stuff that had been requested to talk about. I also have a little podcast there where I talk about cool things. Sometimes it's movies, sometimes it's witchy stuff, sometimes it's crafty stuff, sometimes it's just personal stuff. And I take requests over there for like topics that people want me to discuss. And it's fun. We have a good time. We also have a chat where people share stuff about themselves, and we check in and do all sorts of stuff there, so that's fun too. I've been told I don't promote myself enough, so that's what's happening here. I'm trying to get out of the way that I cringe at self-promotion. By trying to be more, like, I don't know, consistent with it. So, hopefully that works. I have a Patreon. Please check. It's linked in the description. I'm okay with quiet times. That's usually when I'm focused on what you are doing. I like the Patreon. Thank you, Cheryl. I love the 2 a.m. rambles. Yes, that is a thing. I might actually make that more of a consistent thing, because it was fun, and I think I had some wild takes. Although nobody, like, got into it with me in the comments, so maybe we're all on the same page there. But I did do a 2 a.m. Ramble about witchy stuff, where I explained things in what I hope is a cohesive way, but I know it was a yap session for sure. But it was fun. It was fun to do. And fun to share. But I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. I really wonder about that sometimes. Hey, Gwen. Did you come to see if I was going to injure myself? I've been very careful this time. On this project. The first one, not so much. But this one, so far, so good. Ignore that my finger is so close to this blade. Alright, so we have a proper gusset in place. And I'm actually going to use my knife and not my big chunky scissors for this little piece that's like overhanging. Closing the knife. Alright. So, just a couple more steps and then we will be done with this cute little window. So, first off, we're going to take our moon. Be right back now. Captain is ringing the bell to go out. Oh yeah, let Captain out. And we got our little moon. It's upside down. Sticky note situation. And maybe you guys will see the vision and pick up what I'm putting down here. So I think this is the right size. Well, maybe it's too tall. Maybe here-ish. Yeah. Some little glue cruds. So, let's lock it in. You know, if I keep using these, this paper pad for the lives and the makes that I'm making, I'll probably end up with enough ephemera to make a journal, but then I won't have enough paper to make the journal. But it's okay, I have tons of celestial paper, because it is the one thing I buy every time I see it at the store. To the point where I had to, like, put myself on a freeze for buying, like, celestial astrology type papers. And here's our little guy. And I need a marker. Everything can chill for a second. I'm going to give him a good outline so he doesn't look too out of place here. But I hope you guys are having fun with this live. Welcome back, Gwen. And are enjoying these little Saturday night hangouts. I like doing them. They're fun. I don't know if this is the best time to gain a bunch of traction and traffic, but they're fun, and people come back and watch them, so I also like that, too. That is the way of pets, I think. Because, yeah, I have to sit down at my desk early before I go on these lives to give Nico time to inspect everything and walk all over stuff so that she'll be content to let me record and go live. And we're just going to put this little guy down here. It's so cute! I want to make sure I get all the crud that I've somehow picked up. All this glue crud. Look at how cute! I am glad that you're loving these lives. Yes, it's fun. I love the celestial astrology type papers. I tend to find them like, yeah, that's where I go to when I find them. And then I'm just like, oh, well, I didn't come here for this, but I need it. Smart that you do that. Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to go live because I'd have to sit here and be like, yes, this is the paper I'm using, and yes, this are my scissors. Please don't smell the sharp end. Yes, and now you're stepping on all the things. Great. Fantastic. There's our little space prints. All right. Now, the fun part. The glitters. Oh, jeez. I think these little, like, flower blossom petals will go really well with this, piece of trash I just pulled out of my little trash can that's overflowing. With this paper pad, because it's a very soft sort of vibe. And I think I'm going to pull the moons out. Now that I'm staring at them, I think they're taking away focus from our major moon. Is this going to be possible? Questions. This is why stuff takes me forever, because I get very fussy. Yep, that's just me picking moons out of glitter. Totally normal, not strange thing I'm doing here. Alright. And we'll add in just a couple of these pink petals. Oh, they're all stuck to my fingers, so maybe more. A couple of the purple ones, because there's definitely a lot of purple in this pack. God, get off me. And maybe the white ones? Yeah. Those are pretty. Stop touching me. Okay. And then we glue. This additional packaging I don't need. This is going to be so cute. Look at that glitter already trying to escape. I see you. Now you're going to become part of the construction. Alright, so we got a nice little chunk of glue down. Is there a moon hiding at the bottom? It's hard to... There is! Look at that! Good eye. Good eye, you guys. You know how mad I would have been if I had closed this and then just saw that this moon was sitting there taunting me? Okay, I will get to you later. Good looking out, Cheryl. And Albert, I see you there. Alright. So we make sure that we get all 4 sides nicely glued. Because we definitely don't want any escapees here. And the nice thing about this glue is that it's going to dry clear. So if anything like seeps through on the sides where we don't want it, it will definitely clear up. And I can already see this little bit is hanging out, so we will trim that off as well. Just want to make sure I get a really good press, because the third saddest thing when making shakers is when you realize that your glitter is escaping from the side. This is just a list of all the things that can go wrong with shakers. You were nervous for me. Yes, I have done that kind of thing and then got so mad. Yeah, 100%. Okay, and I was a hair off on the bottom here with the papers, so we're just going to trim it away. No big deal. And then, what did I do? With our little cutty out bits. Stuck it all over here. Did I? These are just regular bits. Oh, wait, hold on. I threw stuff farther away than I thought. Okay, so we have these ones. These are both the same. We have Travel to Andromeda. It's a little big. Maybe the Galaxy Tours? Let's see what it looks like. And then we'll have our little bit of razzle dazzle, and we'll shake it up and see what we got. I guess on the list of things that can go wrong with shakers, the fourth one would be putting too much glitter. It is the same color. I do not like that. None of these other ones are spacey, though. Okay, hold on. We have the paper pad. There has to be something we can use in here. These are all big. If something jumps out at you guys, you tell me. Hey, good morning. We're almost at the tail end of this. So we did some Randomera today using the little list and our dice. The butterfly does not make any sense in this context. Ooh, but I could have given them butterfly wings now that I'm looking at this paper pad together. That's a missed opportunity. Well, I guess there's nothing in this paper pad I want to use. So, like the file folder dude, it will be embellished later. I have some stickers I'll probably pop onto here. Rubber, shake it. And it's our shaker. And it's a little guy in the window. And it's not coming out. We got our little flower petals in here. Matching the vibes. Sparkling. Fun. It's giving the little prints a little bit. And I'm okay with that. I could probably find like a rose sticker and pop that in here. Just do the call out all the way. That, the white is very sticky. It's very staticky. But it's okay. The rest of it is moving and shaking. And he's so cute. Look at this cute little guy. Oh, you guys can't see. Fun. So yeah, we made 2 things using the Randomera. Oh, April's here. Hey, April. We were talking about you earlier. Everybody wanted to know what a Potecolope was. So I told them to go check out your channel so they could get the little toots on it. Captain of the Cosmos, 100%. Thank you, guys. So yeah, we made a waterfall. What? Boom. Waterfall. And our little Captain of the Cosmos. Little shaker dude. It's in the tutorial playlist, so you guys hear it here. For those of you watching the replay because you can't see the chat. The Potecolope is in April's tutorial playlist. Been in and out since the beginning. Well, okay, thanks for talking so much and joining the chat. I didn't know you were here. But yeah, this is cute. Visit the Milky Way. Slowly beginning to like this paper more and more. It does look nice when you use it. I just think I hate it as a paper pad and concept. Save these for later. Because you know I'm going to make more stuff shake. So I will definitely need some more gussets. I was prepping dinner, but I missed some chunks. Okay. What's for dinner? What the? Oh. You guys can see it better now that I don't have the light just glaring on it. Hodgepodge of kitchen stuff, and then a fruit plate. Sounds delightful. I had a salad, so I'm actually very content. I'm gonna go have some cookies, I think, after this. I'll treat myself. But yeah, that's it. That's it, you guys. We made 2 pieces of Randomera. If you haven't already, you can pick up the Randomera list up on my blog. It is linked down below. It's on the website. You go to the website, and then you go to the little tabs, and in the tabs you will find my blog, and that's where it is. So, I'm going to jump off of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while we put these together, helping me give me some, like, ideas and some feedback. I really appreciate your faces for hanging in there. And I will catch you guys all on the next one. Thanks for hanging in the live, guys. Happy crafting, and goodbye. And the awkward ending of the live, because it's not just a straightforward process. Goodbye. Goodbye, Albert. Goodbye. Goodbye, April. Goodbye, Gwen. Goodbye, Kaylin. Goodbye, Messy Palette. Goodbye, Paige.